So this is going to be a really quick video, and the topic of this video is how to stop overtrading. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few tips. Should be a really quick video. All right, so number one, pick a very select time that you trade. Okay, and do not take any trades outside of that select time. So for example, me personally, I trade 7 to 11 a.m. Eastern time with Forex. Okay, that is my key time to trade. If the trade does not present itself within that key select time, I do not take a trade. That is in my rules. It's written in stone. I cannot break it. 7 to 11, not 6:59 a.m., not 6:58 a.m., not 1 minute outside of my kill zone. If it happens even 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds outside of my kill zone, I do not have a trade. It needs to be within 7 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, that's number one. Pick your key time. Okay, so that's with Forex. Another really good time. So let me just give you a few other examples. So like, say you're a futures trader, because some of you might be wondering, okay, but I don't even know where to start. What's the best time to trade, right? Well, Forex, again, I do 7 to 11, but 7 to 10 is a really good, like that's a very volatile time, is 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern time with Forex. That's New York kill zone. Say, depending on, because we all have different places that we live and different time zones work better for certain people. So another really good time to trade is 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern time. That is London kill zone. That's another really nice time to trade. So say like that fits better with your schedule based on where you live. Only 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern time. That is the only time you take trades. Don't take any trades outside of that time. Okay, so that's just another example. Say you're a futures trader. What's a good time for futures? 8:30 to 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. It's a really good time to trade futures. Very volatile time. 8:30 to 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Okay, and also another good time for futures is later on in the day. So like 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time to the close, which is 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That's another really good time to trade futures. Okay, so right there alone, I just gave you several different times to trade. Pick what's best for you in your schedule, where you live, and focus on that time. Tunnel vision on that time. Okay, if it's not within that time, there's no trade for you. That's simple. Okay, here is another good way to combat overtrading, because some of you might be like, okay, Mike, but I'm already doing that. I have a key select time that I trade, but I still overtrade. During that time, I still see setups in it. I still can't help it. I still can't help myself. I'm pulling that trigger on a million different things, right? So here's another tip. If your strategy allows it, some strategies don't. Some strategies don't allow it. Like if it's like an ultra scalping strategy where you got to be really focused on the chart, then it may not allow for you to do this. But if it does, set limit orders. Okay, set orders and go do something else. So set an order, like set your profit target, set your stop, set your limit to get in at a certain price point. If your strategy allows for that, do it. Do it, and then go do something else. What do I go do next, Mike? Well, a good thing to do is backtest. Go backtest old data. Go review old trades. Go review last week's price action. You should not, there's always work to do. There's always work that you can do. You can keep your mind occupied with other stuff. Go watch some video lessons from your mentor. Yeah, so go watch some video lessons from your mentor. Go occupy yourself with something else. Keep your focus away. That is how you avoid overtrading, is to put your focus somewhere else. Okay. Now, I don't know if your broker will allow this or not. Some brokers do. Some brokers don't. Like, I think there's a way they can automate, like where the broker will cut you off after like a certain amount of trades or something like that. There are brokers that do that, but not all brokers do. So like, for example, after you take one trade, it won't let you trade no more for the day. That is, you could contact your broker, see if they have that option. That's something that you could look into. So like, you take one trade, you're automatically cut off. You can't do no more. That's another thing you can look into and see if your broker allows for that. And those are basically the tips, guys. If you have like a strategy that won't allow you to just set your orders and go do something else, like say it requires your full attention to be there, well, then you're just gonna have to exercise some discipline. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're going to have to exercise some self-discipline. You got to stick to your rules. Have your rules written down on paper. Okay, say like, for example, I will only take one trade a day. Write that down on a piece of paper. Set it in front of you, like right in front of you, not in your head, not in your thoughts. You want that on paper. right there in front of you, staring at you dead in your face throughout the trading day. Again, you're gonna have to exercise some self-discipline. That's required. You got to exercise some self-discipline. Okay. There's no like magic fix. I'm not just gonna say something that's gonna make you, be disciplined and not automatically not take any trades. It's that's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to exercise some self-discipline. Utilize the tips that I given you in this video, being stick with very key select times you trade. If your strategy allows it, set your orders, go back test, go review last week's price action or previous trades, go study some video lessons. If and again, if your strategy doesn't allow for you to set orders, well, you got to stick to your rules. You got to follow your plan, and that's trading. You got to be disciplined. That's trading. You got to take responsibility and do so.